All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Sunday, March 16th, 2025. And no member show today because there was no show yesterday due to illness. We are doing a regular show tonight, and I got something on hand for the members, so you won't go away empty-handed. All right. Tonight I want to talk about a little bit about everything, of course, because that's what we do. We talk about the daily struggle about the UFO community. We talk about everything that's newsworthy in this field that we can find that is interesting to what's going on in the field. And, they rescued those beautiful astronauts stuck up in fake space for 9 months. It was nice to see SpaceX helping NASA, I know. Can you imagine being stuck right outside Earth? That wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be so bad if you had gravity. They look like they lost a lot of weight. 9 months is a long time to be in space. It's amazing. What I want to know is, are we polluting space with our poop? I mean, 9 months of poop, right? And where'd they get all the food? 9 months of food? It just happens to be up there, just in the refrigerator. Makes you wonder. I know, they press a button and it materializes right there on the spacecraft. Got it. But they saved them. They came home safe and sound. It's a beautiful thing. So beautiful. So beautiful. They should have sent a poet. They should have sent a poet. Contact, remember? Should have sent a poet. Then you wouldn't have been on the trip, you dummy. Unbelievable. Should have sent a poet. Be a poet. Everybody's a poet. Don't you know it? We all have our way of thinking, and that makes poetry the number one accepted bullshit on the planet. Guys, you ever write a poem to your girlfriend in high school? Roses are red, violets are cute. I see your face by my poop chute. I don't understand some of them, but they're fun. Roses are blue, violets are green. I'm all confused. You know what I mean. Good. You know what? Let's do roll call. Thanks for being here, everybody. Kelly Lewis, how you doing? Poops in Space, starring Mel Brooks as the Poop Monster. Welcome to the show. That's what Jabba the Hutt was. It was poop. He is the emoji. That's what that should be. They should call it Jabba instead of emojis. Jabba the Poop. Samo, Goofonian Rockstar. What's up, Chief? Jammer Travels. Welcome to the show. Dan Peters. Welcome to Thor Penku. Welcome to the show. Nathan from the Quantum Show. He's so here and he wants me to shut up and do the show. Oh, I know. You know what? You guys deserve a professional show this evening. Let me go get my tie. It's over there in the box. I'll get it. I'll get it in a minute. Glenn Collins, how you doing? Thor Penku. David Wilcox. Wilcox. Welcome to the show. Brookers, huh? Well, yeah, I know you. Welcome to the show. EC, what's up, Donnie Creel? Donnie Creel, the man, the myth, the legend, Donnie Creel. Hello, everyone. I'm Donnie Creel with tonight's weather and sports. Coming up first, traffic. We got a bumper to bumper traffic collision thing happening on the 101 heading south. I know it doesn't head south, but that's why it's bumper to bumper. Everybody's going south off the 51. What the hell am I doing? Let's get going. I have no. Tonight I'm off. You could already. I'm off. O double F. Hey, hey. You want to hear something funny? Nah, I'm not gonna be a dick. Too much of a dick as it is. So I've been having some issues with the internet lately. It seems to be restarting like every 5 minutes. It was weird. Look at this, only 38 people here on a Sunday. I guess a lot of people think, it's the members show, but it's not tonight. I had no choice. Got to give to the people, and I did my Rich Saves America show 5 days ago, I think, and I forgot. I don't even know if I gave away my 10 things over there. Did I give them away here? Hold on, let me see some. I think I did give. Yeah, I give them away here. All right. Yeah, membership gifting. No members. Yeah, no gifts. Okay. Beza. Hey, wait a minute, Mrs. Blitz. I'm seeing names that aren't on my. Huh? Later. Okay. I. All right. That's why, Ms. Blitzkrieg. Hey, you're here now. That's all that matters. Welcome back. All right, welcome back. Marcel, what do you say there, Chief, huh? Yeah. I yeah. I was gonna say something and I don't know about a certain something. Nah, never mind. No. Oumuamua. No. 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 Mm-mm. I have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm looking up. I have a lot of things that I set up, and I'm not. No, I think. Okay, here they are. Okay, some things I don't want to talk about, but I don't like. I hate. I'm disgusted with mainstream media, all media. I'm sick of it. The way they treat ufologists, the way they treat alienologists, the way they treat this genre. Either you are with us or you're against us. Pick a freaking side. I am sick, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, sick of it. They think they're cute playing, oh, oh, we've got alien mask we're gonna put on as we save these people in the right. And they come through the port, right, the docking port, and look what they wear. Look, I don't like it. They're going to rescue these people, the astronauts, in space, and this is how they come through the lock hatch. Like that, wearing that mask. As a matter of fact, I have the exact same mask. When I say exact, I mean exact. It is the mask. Actually, it's not a mask. It's real. You see? I told you. It's the same mask. And nobody cares. But we gotta make fun. You gotta make fun of the aliens. Oh, we're coming into your little space capsule. Boo. You know, enough. Enough. You see? There's my eyeballs. Same thing right there. I don't need this shit. People, more jokes. Yeah, everybody's got a joke about me. I don't need this shit. I'm a good alien. And, I didn't know they were going to make a joke when I was coming into the capsule. All I know is I'm a real man alien. And I don't need anybody pointing fingers saying, oh, conspiracy. Unreal. Unreal. I only have a certain amount of time to do this. It's not like because it doesn't matter. And there's 7 or 8 different ways that could have went, but just the way people make fun of it, it's run its course with me. I just don't buy into it. I think they're doing it on purpose. I think this is on purpose. They are telling us, and when he came through the window, he says hello to Miss Hair in the Air, right over here. Mind you, all these people, everybody's upside down, just so you know. Look at her hair. It's going to the side. It's not going straight up. Do you see the hair? Hair goes up, not out, to the side. They're spinning and rotating, and they're screwing it up. Look, I'm not dumb, but I'm smart. And I think that it's all bullshit. Our hair's going sideways. Why is this going sideways? It should be up here. It should be up here, not down there. Look at this. This shouldn't be pointing down. It should be struggling to go upward. But no. Fake hair equals fake space equals not real rescue equals what the hell's going on? You tell me. You tell me. I don't like what I'm seeing. I see fakeness. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I see fake space, and I don't like it. I really do. I don't think it's real. I'm going to say it again and again. Look, here's what I believe. Everything we're seeing is a projection. But how can they be billions of light years if they're in it? Don't care. I don't care. No, it's all real. Everything's real. I just don't think what they're showing us is real. And don't you think it's interesting they would show us an alien? And then when he comes in, he meets up with Miss Hairdo, Bride of Frankenstein, right? And what he does is he points outside the bay window. And he goes like this, like, look outside. Actually, what he was doing is, you're going home. Home. think that's what he meant. I don't think he meant look outside, there's aliens taking you home. I don't like it. I don't like the joke. I don't like the play. I think it's gay to do something like this. And fake space. Oh, get over it. What's the punchline? I'm being serious. Oh, haha, the aliens, because we talk about aliens. Is that why? I don't see the relevance. And nothing was said about it. It's just weird. I don't like it. It's a disrespectful play on what we believe in and what we think is true, and they're trying to act like, you know, here come the aliens in our spaceship to save the stranded astronauts. Maybe. Maybe. I don't like it though. And I'm getting sick of it. Really. I am really sick of it in this community. Mainly mainstream in the community. Like, I don't know, they're not mainstream, but people in this community, first of all, they talk like they know what they're talking about. And look, you know, there are people that literally keep me away from mainstream media folk like Greer and Schratt and Stephen Bassett and other people, keep me away from talking to them. Do you know that's actually happened in the past? Yeah. Because they're afraid I'm going to ruin something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're going to meet them. Yeah, they're all going to be here tomorrow. Yeah. I get there. Nobody shows up. Nobody was planning on showing up. And I felt like so down, so let down by that, that I questioned the friends I was hanging around with. Like, I don't need to be treated this way. I haven't done anything to prove that I've ruined any relationships with anybody in this field, speaking my mind. And I was treated like a fighter with some of you noticed as many people around GUFON like there used to be. Well, I don't like being treated like that. And I was treated that way, and I'm pissed off about it. And I'm going to bring it up when I see these people next. I don't like it. I don't like it. Keep me away from, you know, certain meetings and certain people because they're afraid I'm going to make them mad. And if I make them mad, oh, hey, GUFON's a friend of yours. Well, if he's a friend of yours, I'm not going to work with you anymore. This is the sensitivity in this field, which is why the mainstream media does what it does, because everybody in this field that is in the mainstream, I call them mainstream, they're not, but they're the ones that make it to the news or, you know, get on Fox or talk to Tucker. Those people, Corbell, Elizondo, Greer, Nick Poe, Bassett, all those people. Every one of them's in it for the money, except for Schratt. Except for Schratt. Schratt doesn't need the money. I know that. Greer doesn't need the money. He just wants the ego. Greer is ego. See, Greer's ego. Schratt's about doing the right thing. Schratt doesn't need anybody's money, which I love about Schratt. Right? Greer doesn't need it. I don't know how much he's worth. He's probably worth about $2 million, somewhere in there. I don't know. What is Dr. Greer? Let's take a look. About 2 million. I was right. Yeah. Anyway, that was in 2000 and this year okay. 2 million. I mean, he's not rolling in it. He's doing all right. Doing better than me. He's doing $2 million better than me. That's funny. But this is the problem. When these people go on mainstream media, Greer, the Stigma, stupid music, before you're going to talk about UFO. You want to talk about UFOs and make it dramatized? Don't use that music. Don't use X-Files. Don't use space music. Use dramatic documentary style music. I just, when you go on the news, you do have the opportunity to tell them that. But this is what they'll say. Yeah, we'll work on that for you, G. They don't give a shit. The news is the most absolute worst thing I've ever seen for ufology. It is the worst. I've seen it behind the scenes. I've corrected people in this industry and in the journalism and the news. Channel 3, Channel 5, Scott B, whatever his name is, was going to print something up a certain way. I said, you can't say it that way. Switch it this way. And it worked. He was describing it, and it sounded like he was kind of like, it was smarmy-ish, Don't make it sound like, did they really see a UFO? Say, folks think they saw you. I mean, it was something like that. It was something you would think would be insignificant. But, got to try to talk to these people in the news. But who's doing it? Nobody. Not even me. When am I on the news? Never. Not anymore. We have got to do something. I have said it, and I am done playing wolf, cried wolf. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna say anything at all about what I want to do, because every time I do, I don't do it. I always do shit when I don't announce it. So I'm not going to tell you I'm going to make a video to talk to Tucker Carlson again, because it seemed to work, and I don't know if I was being played, because I thought 5 years ago when I reached out to Tucker Carlson and got a call back from his show coordinator, I thought I was being played. And I really thought I was being played by Third Phase of Moon. I don't know. But I talked to him while I was live. He called at 7:20ish. I was doing the show, and I talked to him. Guys couldn't hear him too much, but if that got his attention, why not do it again? Because now Tucker is not tied to Fox, and Tucker talks about UFOs. And I'm telling you this, he needs to talk to somebody like me. And I wouldn't, look, I'll do you guys proud. I wouldn't act like the ass. I wouldn't be overboard. I wouldn't go crazy. I wouldn't yell. I would be very matter of fact when I'm talking to Tucker Carlson. I would do my homework before I went there just to touch up on things. But I would let Tucker know that he and everybody else was lied to by Lou Elizondo, was lied to by everybody that is from the government. And I'm going to tell him, you believed in the wrong thing. Why? Why did I believe? Where's the proof, Tucker? Where is the proof? Hey, he might come back and say, well, you always hear about people saying there's enough proof that we could put somebody in jail. So what about all that proof? But it doesn't put together the puzzle and give us an answer. Every single thing is a lie. Now, with that being said, what if I told you that half the stories are true? Well, I might believe that there's a certain percentage that's true, right? Let's say 2%. Let's say 1% of all the sightings are true, not lies. That's thousands of people telling us the truth about something they saw. There is something. What I'm telling you, Tucker, is that everything these guys are telling you isn't true. Well, what makes you the expert? Because for 70 years, I've heard the story change 25 different times, and we still don't have any evidence to prove one bit that we have this, that, or the other. Would you agree? Well, Tucker, do we have a UFO? Has anybody ever seen one? No, no. And I'm going to tell you this. Now, with all the drone stuff going around, it's more confusing than it's ever been. They literally watered down the skies with balloons, drones, planes, satellites, and everything else that goes up in the night sky or day sky. Everything. It's flooded with bullshit. And if you think that there's nothing going on, that's bullshit, because there's something going on. Is it alien? Where do they come from? Could they get here? Theoretically, yeah, but probably no. It's too far. I think everything's made specifically a certain way in this universe. I think it's designed. I don't think this is just by accident that we're out in the middle of nowhere on a spiral galaxy on an arm that is way out in the middle of clouds, can barely see it, very small, hidden by our sun's brightness. Who is going to find this small blue dot in the middle of billions and trillions of stars on the outside of a galaxy arm? It ain't gonna happen. The odds are as slim as there are stars. The chances of finding life outside of this galaxy, the chances is zero. I believe maybe you can find ancient life, but I don't think you're going to find intelligent life. Ever. I think we're too far to go anywhere with the technology we have. Even if we had light speed, it would still take too long. I'm telling you, this universe is designed to keep us here. And what if everything is real out there? And I mean, if you think about it, you and me, we're on this planet for 80 years. That's it. That is not even a thickle of time. That's not even a little thimble of time. That's not even the drop coming out of the dropper. I mean, it's literally just in time. That's it. If you were to speed up time by 1,000, it would go boop right by. It would go boop. 1,000 years would be boop, right? But with boop, that's it. We're boop in time. For us to meet another alien species, they would have to come here, right? And they would have had technology and the evolution to have the wherewithal to find Earth and to have that ability and intelligence to find it in their heart to come here and treat us like, hey, how you doing, space friend? The odds are impossible. It's just impossible. It is. And I'm sorry you don't believe it. But I believe more, and I've come to believe that there is something inside the moon or in the earth or both that is the motor that runs everything. You got the moon. The moon is our eye in the sky that watches us. Think about it. Easy to get to if you're an alien with alien ships. Boop, you're here. 2 seconds, right? We can't get there. And if we do get there, they'll know about it months in advance because, they're watching everything we do. So for them to be watching us makes sense. And for them to be from this planet makes sense. Now, what doesn't make sense is to not interact with everybody on the planet. To me, that doesn't make sense. If there's aliens here and they're living in the earth, on the moon, near the sun, whatever, Mars, why not? Why? What's so bad about meeting them? What can happen? Well, over history, we've heard that they are so different from us and so ugly that we would be scared shitless of them if we saw them. I don't like that. I don't like them telling me what scares me. I don't like them telling me what I will believe in. I don't like them telling me I can't understand them. Because if they can understand them and they can talk to them and they can communicate, why can't we? Well, it's taken us years to figure out their language. Well, tell me. How do you say hello? You make a little noise, clicking noises? Sign language with hooves? I mean, I don't know. What is a hoof? Boop, boop. Is this smash in hoof language? Beep, beep. I don't know. All I know is, what is the big deal? There's 4 different alien groups. Oh, here we go. One of those groups does not want to follow the rules. Now, you see, I hate this shit. This is the stupid Richard Doty rule that there's aliens that are watching over us. There's 4 good ones and 1 bad group of aliens. A species that came way after they made the agreement in 57 that, you can only take so many humans per capita. You can only take 2 humans per 100,000 for your abductions, but we get to get some of your technology, right? We get their technology in place for humans. Oh, but this alien, these ones came in 50 years after the fact, and they were taking 5, 10, 20 humans at one time. That is just way too much. That brings up red flags in communities and the police. And now we've got an investigation, and into the aliens we go. And, we saw lights in the sky and abductions. And then they're going to talk about Whitley Strieber again. And I don't want to hear it. So there's a war going on, in case you haven't heard, with these alien species fighting off this one other species, protecting us from them. Stupid! Stupid! Well, what happened 2 years ago on New Year's in Peru? What happened in Miami last year? Shut off. Nothing. Nothing. Until we have evidence, we're back in the same boat. Nada dang ding. Duh. Not a dang ding. And people are seeing stuff on the moon all the time. There was a sighting that just happened on the moon. Like, what is going on with the moon? It seems like there's a lot of activity in the last few weeks, last few months. Check this out. I don't know if I showed this yet. I had this up yet last night and I forgot. 2 nights ago. So this is a green blob coming off the moon, allegedly. You guys can't see that there. Pretty weird, right? There's no sound. I don't know. But it is interesting. And it's moving ever so slowly. Very weird. Very weird. That's just blown up. So, a lot of activity going on around the moon lately. A lot more than I remember. And, I'm not sure if it's all legit, but some of it's got to be. Some of it. It can't all be lies. That's the thing. That's what I love. All of this can't be lies. All right, let's pull up. All right. Making claims. Tucker Carlson. All right. Here. Okay. Tucker Carlson and Clayton Morris talk about UFO reverse engineer technology. Apparently, they say we can travel from New York to Paris instantaneously. But they can't let us have it? The technology? Human body under normal circumstances would be ripped apart doing 9Gs, but with this gravitic propulsion tech, we're protected. That's what they're saying. I don't know, man. See, everybody wants to make the claim that we have the technology already. Because 50 years ago, we were told that the technology we have is 50 years ahead. Now that we're 50 years ahead, this is the technology. Now they're telling us, oh, we're 200 years ahead. Maybe 3. How do you... Nobody knows what can be invented mañana. Unreal. Listen to this. Listen to this. See, this is what you have to listen to. People like this who are putting out snippets of misinfo or disinfo, however you want to put it.
Secretly funding with billions of dollars gravitic propulsion technologies because we captured UFOs. We know that we have down.
That's fucking bullshit. Sorry for the language, but he doesn't know. Oh, God, I can't stand this. 10 seconds in and I'm already bitching.
Craft. We have crash retrieve. We have how many whistleblowers have come out now that were on crash retrieval?
Under oath, by the way.
Under oath. Crash retrieval.
Nobody lies under oath, guys. Nobody lies under oath, right? Nobody. Assholes. Why doesn't anybody say that? Why doesn't Tucker Carlson say they were under oath, but we know people lie under oath, don't we? Yeah.
Retrieval whistleblowers, high-ranking members of the military, by the way. These aren't like schleps. These
are not.
I don't even know what that word means.
From the motor pool. No.
Yeah, but these are.
Oh, as if corporals from the motor pool can't be credible people, Tucker? God, I can't stand that. Fuck.
People that have high, classified clearances.
They're officers, yeah.
Yeah. Who've been involved in crash retrieval programs. We have the technology. We've had it for years. Like, sometimes we do this on our show and people are like, oh, there goes Clayton again talking about UFOs. Like, this to me is one of the biggest stories of all time. You mean, we have technology that we can travel from here to Paris instantaneously, but you can't let us have it? You mean to tell me...
We do have that technology?
I mean, purportedly, that we have, or we figured out how to use that technology. I don't know.
That's funny, because I never heard that we have that technology on the ready.
That we've been able to use it as well as they have. But we have technology that can move us at incredible speeds. That human body, under normal circumstances, would be ripped apart doing 9Gs, right? But
it wouldn't be ripped apart.
With this gravitic propulsion technology, we're protected in that way. So I don't understand all of it. All that to say that, yes, there's technology that we aren't allowed to see, that some defense contractors are and have had access to.
And where did you get your information, sir? Do you have... why isn't Tucker saying, and where can I read this alleged information? And he'll probably say, oh, the whistleblowers.
And that's the brilliance of this program, which is like break up pieces of this program and disperse it to Boeing, to Northrop Grumman, to all of these different... So you don't get to really talk. You get working on different pieces of this project. How it all comes together, I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. Compartmentalize everything so nobody can share their information again. That's just more secrets.
But we have members of the military who've been involved in the retrieval for the purposes of reverse engineering and study.
Alleged. I don't know about that. What he said was kind of weird. Kind of not right, in my opinion. See, this is what happens when you don't have a person like us who knows the field rather well, who doesn't know the trickery or the bamboozling that's a consistent thing that we see every day. We're privy to it because we see it, we watch it, we're here, right? They're not. They're just here for the story, for the time that they're on the show. They're just going by things they've read, or this isn't an expert by any means. It's just, some guy talking. Now, the new documentary, the Age of Disclosure documentary, well, they're talking about it on Fox News, which is nice, right? Nice. I appreciate that. But let's hear what the news actually says and how they treat the UFO phenomenon. Do they play the music to the X-Files here? We're about to get into a 4-minute clip, give or take, listening to mainstream media talk about this new UFO documentary.
Else that we all agree on. Aliens are real. 100%.
I mean, I don't even think it's questionable.
Shouldn't be up for debate, right? We're talking about the...
Wow, I don't think it's a debate. They agree. Aliens exist. All right, we're off to a good start. Go.
Age of Disclosure. It's a new documentary asserting the presence of extraterrestrial life and claiming 80 years of lies and deception by our own government. Intelligence officials in the documentary say that they are directly aware of alien life existing on Earth right now.
Oh.
The sound effects are not helping my case.
Okay. You see what I mean? -2 points for that.
It suggests that spacecrafts
And they're
have
laughing,
been
and she laughs.
of alien life existing on Earth right now.
Oh.
The sound effects are not helping my case.
Thank you for saying that, ma'am. She's trying to say, can we be a little more mature? This is exactly what I'm talking about. She's trying to deliver a story about, UFOs, aliens, whatever, and they come in with the sound effects and throw everybody off their game, get everybody distracted, and take the seriousness right out of the topic, right out of the story. Very immature. Good for you, lady.
They're not helping my case. It suggests that spacecrafts have been traveling here since the 1940s to spy on our technological capabilities. The director of the film says...
Okay. Yeah, I'm interrupting here. You want to know why? This movie's going to suck from that statement alone. What did she say? UFOs, spacecraft have been traveling here since the 40s. No, they haven't. They've been coming here for thousands of years. This is why you don't have mainstream media people talking about UFOs. Get an expert to talk about this fucking documentary.
Been traveling here since the 1940s to spy on our technological capabilities.
That's the dumbest thing.
The director of the film says that there is a bigger story, a secret Cold War race among nations to reverse engineer technology of non-human origins to gain an advantage on other nations. Now, much of that evidence is still classified. The Age of Disclosure is expected to be released later this year, but they've not disclosed the release date. This is really supposed to be an incredible, eye-opening documentary, but I wonder for the naysayers if this will just be another, nothing burger. You have people like Marco Rubio who will make an appearance in this documentary. Really?
Hey, let me tell you something. The way this is going already, the way this documentary is being touted, what I'm seeing is another rehashing of 2016 till today. Hey, If you want to know what's going on in current UFOlogy, say it that way and get smacked. It's ufology. If you want to know what's going on, watch The Age of Disclosure and we'll get you caught up. Oh my God, we've got 95 documentaries that already do this. They're going to make this movie about how TTSA came in, tried to get the younger generation involved, and then COVID, and then whistleblowing, and now Jack Reacher. This is bad. This is bad. This is really, 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 really stupid.
Who are now saying, yeah, I've read the reports.
He's
I've
a very
seen
serious
this.
person.
He's a very serious person. A very serious person. He's going to be in this Age of Disclosure
There we go.
documentary, among many others. What do you need to believe?
People need to see it. They need to see it themselves.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy.
You don't see the air. You know it's there.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But if you're,
Yeah, but you can measure it. You know it's there every day. You can't see UFOs and you don't know. Oh, what a dumb thing to say. What a stupid, stupid woman.
I suspect that would cause a lot of non-believers to
And these are the people that are reporting on the importance of ufology and UFOs and the study of it. These are the people?
be believers. Show me the spaceship. Show me the alien body. Show me the alien technology. Show it to me.
I would like to see it.
Yes.
I do understand why some things are withheld.
Yeah.
I don't know if there would be mass chaos if
There would.
the United States government said,
Who here in the chat room, put a 1 in the chat room if you think there would be rioting and looting just like there was during COVID if there was an announcement that aliens are visiting us from another planet. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that aliens are visiting.
here, this is
Alien Bob.
Put a 2 if you don't.
Alien Derek. And we have him captured. But, you know, these things in the movies,
No zeros, Liz
they all
Ord.
look the same for a reason.
Zero.
These aliens in the movies,
Hey,
they
let
all
food-
look the same.
Wait, no.
I like
wait,
lizards.
Why do they all look the same?
I
Hollywood
like the
is
zero.
a precursor to what is ahead.
Could it be that the
they have
first
been.
alien that showed up in a movie
For a
looked
long
like
time,
this
brother.
and everybody just
Hey,
based
man.
it on that?
No, I don't think
I
that
love
at
that
all.
doll.
I think the first
Oh my
alien that
God.
popped up in a movie.
I'm sorry, Lizord. That is amazing. We'll get back to you. I love that profile. That picture is great. I want that.
It was based on something somebody saw here.
All right, let me go back. I was talking.
Government said, here. This is
Alien Bob.
Alien Derek. And we have him captured. But, you know, these things in the movies,
Alien Derek.
they all look the same for a reason. These aliens in the movies, they all look the same.
Wait,
for
no.
a reason.
Wait, why? Why do they all look the same? for a
Hollywood
reason?
is a precursor to what is ahead.
Could it be that the first alien that showed up in a movie looked like this and everybody just based it on that?
No, I don't think that at all.
That's not true at all. Go back to Buck Rogers. Go back to Man on the Moon. You know, go back to those. Unreal. How stupid are people? Well, these people.
I think the first alien that popped up in a movie was based
That's not it.
on something somebody saw here.
I think they consult with a lot of ex-CIA and FBI and
And once Close Encounters came out and used the Betty and Barney Hill description of the aliens and the description of many other abductees descriptions that led up. I mean, that movie came out years later after Betty and Barney Hill. What was it, 9-10 years later? And there have been many more abductions since. When did Whitley Strieber have his, was that 1977? I'm interested. Hold on. Let me see. When did he get abducted? When did he get abducted? Let's see. So he wrote the book in 87, but you guys remember when he had the experiences? I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. The truth and search. Man, I can't find it. Does anybody know? When was Whitley Strieber abducted? I'm looking it up. I don't see it. Here it is. 1985. It was in the 80s. I graduated in 86. Oh, yeah, Dan. He is a storytelling machine. You know who he's like? You know what he can do? Whitley Strieber. If he was... Hey, Tim Freestone. How are you, big guy? I am very happy to see you. Good. I hope you're doing well. You're always welcome here. Always. Hate that you were gone for a while, but I'm glad you're peeking up. Hey, I don't know what I was going to say. Let's finish this off and hear how the news talks about age of disclosure. So far, I'm not happy with the gentleman and the sound guy. I don't like this joking around. Why can't they just be serious?
Roswell Department people.
And you know why? You know why people can't be serious? I'll tell you why. Because they're scared and they don't have the education on what's happening. If they were educated more, they would feel better knowing that we're not going to be, ripped apart by the aliens next week. I'm just saying. It's a better way to do this.
Area 51
Area
folks.
51ers, and I do think there is some truth to what you see in Hollywood.
Did you see that documentary on Netflix where the people were talking about being abducted and like shot in the throat? Where they were shot in the throat and yeah, it was.
No, what's
yeah.
that one?
Here's my
They
one
overtake
question,
the body.
though.
They all had the same story.
Yeah, and
They all had the same
everybody
story.
ain't telling the same lie.
No.
That's what my
Does anybody know what he's talking about? They were shot in the throat.
grandmother said.
I believe there is intelligent life out there.
Okay.
What I can't figure out is the idea that, okay, the U.S. government doesn't want to tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That alone I understand.
Yes.
But why doesn't any government tell you about it? Like, it's not just like the Italian government hasn't told their people. The British government hasn't told their people about. The Spanish government. Like, why
Collusion.
is it? So you're saying that all
Yeah.
200 plus
There's
countries have
collusion.
come
Yeah.
together.
I'd
They
like
have
to
this-
see them work
I think
together.
the powers that be, bigger than any government, whoever those powers are, have decided it's not for the greater good for humans right now.
Or maybe, just maybe, there are no living aliens in captivity or these aren't visitors. These are residents of the planet Earth that have been here before us. I'm kind of believing that because it is a great distance. And I just don't have the evidence. It's so hard for me to believe that they're traveling all that distance. You know, we think, the majority of people think, that when a whistleblower goes to Congress, they're putting their hand on a Bible to a God that they may not or may believe in, and telling us something they may or may not have experienced. Now, history has shown presidents have lied under oath. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Right? I am not a crook. Lies. They lie to us. And in a world where you lie under oath on God's name, putting your hand on God's word, and swearing your soul that you're telling the truth, let's hope that in the afterlife, life continues on and you pay your consequences to that God that you lied to the world. You lied to the world. Why? Why? Self-preservation, ego, narcissism, book deals. There's so many reasons why people lie, but the one reason people do it, shame. They can't handle shame. I learned a very, very, very long time. I'll tell you, I learned it when I was about 8 years old. And I learned that when you make a mistake, you own up to it. At 8 years old, I learned this. Now, mind you, I'm 8 years old, okay? So don't get mad at me what I'm about to tell you, but I learned it, and it only happened once at that time. This is the difference between doing the right thing and doing the wrong thing or doing nothing. Now, I'm 8 years old, and we used to go to the bus stop, wait for the bus, up the street, about 15 houses down. And we used to sit there 5 minutes to 10 minutes waiting for the bus. House across the street had a mentally challenged child that I've never seen before who came outside and said this. At 8 years old, being the mimic that I am, and I do voices, I was at that age, 6 years old, I was doing Howard Cosell and recording myself doing all these voices. I repeat, because I never heard that before. I thought he was joking. That mother went to my house, knowing everybody on the block back then, and forced me to apologize, which I would have anyway, to their son, who at the time was 10, who came outside, and according to the mother, I'll never forget it, he was so happy he was going to meet his schoolmates, and then you make fun of him. Now, in my mind, 8 years old, mind you, I said this to myself. I never forgot it. I said, he has no idea what I'm doing, to myself. But I said, I'm sorry. I didn't know, and I will never do that again. And I never have. And that's a lesson I learned at 8 years old. You don't make fun of mentally challenged people. And I never did it since, and I stood up to anybody who ever made fun of anybody with a disability. We had a blind guy at our school. His name was Donald, and he used to do this a lot. I'm Donald, and he'd roll his eyes back, and he was blind, and he would do this a lot. People made fun of him. Don't do that to my buddy. Oh my God, there was a lot of us who stood up for him. You know, I went to school with that guy. He went to college. He got a degree, and his IQ was 65. And this guy made it through college, blind. What a great, he's still alive. Yeah, I checked it out. Yeah, he's still going. He used to say, my name is Donald. And I like, he used to say, shout out stuff. But anyway, my point is, learn it once, end it, and don't do it again. Why do we need to keep abusing ufology after all it's been through? Why are we still making fun of it? We, over the last 6 years, 7 years, whatever years you want to throw since 2016, have been trying to legitimize ufology in the mainstream media, and we still get hit with the bullshit. These people will make fun of mentally challenged people their whole lives because they don't understand. They don't learn the first time. They are stupid people whose job all day is to read. Ooh, tough job being an anchor on a news station. Real tough job. Tonight at 10 p.m., 4 people were shot dead at the local mall. John, tell us about what you learned when you were out there at the... I mean, this is not rocket science. How hard can it be? And yet they're giving the world their opinion on what they think is happening in UFO world, in ufology. What do they know? Oh, I really think that aliens do exist. I mean, it would be a terrible waste of space if there's only us out there. Do you know why there's so much space in between all intelligent species out there? Because they're all evil. They all survive to a degree of, well, out of maybe desperation. You know? Hey, there was no Jedis, right? And all of a sudden, hey, we got a couple of Jedis walking around. People are like, you're not really a Jedi. Oh, yeah, no, you can't be because all the Jedi were dead. It said so in the scrolls. Do you believe everything you read? Right? Even in Star Wars, they're telling you not to believe everything you read. Don't you get it? She said it. They said it. They said it. The movies, the TV shows, they tell us what's coming out in the future. Star Trek. Beam me up is the last thing. We're waiting for beam me up, Scotty. You know he never said beam me up, Scotty. You know that's never happened. Not once. Pretty amazing. He may have said, Scotty, beam us up. Scotty, get us off this rock. We have got nowhere to go. Oh, that was hard. That was like Christopher Walken meets Kirk. I cannot go anywhere. Well, that's weird. All right, we're done with that. I'm very frustrated. I don't know if you could tell. I don't like the tomfoolery. I don't like the lies. Everything about ufology is wrong. Everything. Let me take it back. Everything we see on mainstream media is wrong. Jake Barber. Balloon. Wasn't his video. We were lied to. No. These are the current stories that are going on right now. The drones. Now they're saying Biden authorized the flying of drones to create havoc during the voting. No. That happened after the voting. Stupid. The drones started showing up, but once he became the president and he won, that's when the drone activity picked up. And then once he got in office on January 20th, everything came to a stop. On the news, they were still flying around here and there. But the news on that day just stopped about the drones. And now, the only time you see anything about the drones on the news is the question, where are the drones? Well, we've been doing a little research and found out that we still don't know. And that's the answer. We don't know. Nothing's changed. Now, the oversight chair, David Grush is going to be an oversight chair to hire. Yeah. Can you believe this shit? David Grush. What? Oversight chair to hire David Grush as committee staff. Why? What's his experience? Representative Burleson pushing oversight chair. Oh, it's not official yet. To hire Grush as committee staff. This is getting out of control. It really is. Yeah, listen to this. Let's hear why David Grush is a candidate.
Welcome to the Ask a Poll UAP podcast.
Ask a ho?
I'm your host, Matt Laszlo, based here in Washington, where I hound the nation's lawmakers on your behalf.
Looking into bringing Grush into a skiff?
Yes, and I'm looking to hire him staff.
Oh, really? On your personal staff?
Either of my personal staff. I have already talked to Comer's team about it. They're researching it.
Yeah.
I need to go talk to them and ask them what's going on.
The researching, bringing him into the skiff?
And bringing him on staff.
Oh, interesting. Why, from your personal office, couldn't you just
He'd be kind of like a, I can, but I think that it would be ideal if he were part of the committee.
Why so?
Because I think that gives, he's not just working for me, he's working for the efforts of the team.
And the whole team is still investigating. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How does it, because it feels to some like JFK, Epstein is kind of getting more attention than UAPs right now.
It is, yeah, definitely. And so I'm staying, I've got my head down. I think Anna has, given me a lot of latitude to do this research. So,
and when do you think? Like, is there any timeline, or too early for timeline?
I think it's too early. But I want to get it hired. I want to get him on board, and then just move quickly because we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, because it's only a 6-month window on the task force.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I gotta go inside.
Yeah, fair.
I gotta eat. I haven't had lunch.
Fair. Have a good one, sir.
Thanks for listening to Ask a
I get it. But here's what I don't like. They're still touting David Grush as a very good source, as information. When guys, girls, everybody in between, this is a big mistake. David Grush has no first-hand account. He would be horrible in that position. And the reason I say that, because you want to know why? You want to know why? Because he's one-sided. He's biased towards one way of thinking. He doesn't care about the truth. David Grush is now about David Grush. It's over for him. He is no longer a trustworthy candidate. Not saying that he ever was, but in my opinion, once they start making the money and it's known that they're working for somebody trying to gather up information without I don't get it. I don't understand the decision. Is it because David Grush is a tattletale that they want him in there? What is he bringing this committee? There's nothing he's going to say that he hasn't already said. So there's nothing new. There's no reason to have him. It is a publicity stunt. Hey, David Grush, how does it feel to be used? And how does it feel that nobody gives a shit about what you say anymore because nobody believes you? You are absolutely the worst whistleblower in the history of ufology's whistleblowing Q machine. Whatever. He's the worst. Absolutely horrible. And oh my God, speaking of horrible, there's a much bigger problem with drones. And the federal government is going to have to address it. What's going on in Western Ohio with those drones? I don't know, says Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, addressing the mystery drones still flying over his state. Funny, right? We don't hear about this. Did you know they were flying over Ohio? Oh, yeah. Ohio. Do you know Ohio has a very significant amount of UFO cases? And when I say significant amount, it seems like there's something going on in Ohio that strange lights continually visit, search, so it seems, and hang out in some parts of Ohio on a regular basis, namely military sites and shit. It's weird. Ohio has always been on my radar. But nobody takes Ohio seriously. Why? Because it's Ohio.
There's a much bigger problem with drones, and the federal government is going to have to address it because we do not, even in law enforcement, have the ability to do what we need to do with drones that might be in a potentially dangerous place. We in the state government deal with drones all the time because they are flying over our prisons, and that has been used as one way to get drugs into prison. The drone goes through and makes it drop. Now, we have pretty good control over it. We now can detect those. We have the equipment to detect those in our prisons. So we know when it's coming, and when the drone is around, frankly, we have to just lock our prison down in a sense. No one goes out on the yard until we can retrieve or see if there's actually drugs that have been dropped. So federal government, the technology of the drones, the advancement of drones.
So now they're trying to say that the drones that are being used were being used to drop off drugs at prison sites. That is a great idea. Tomorrow, I am going to the juvenile detention center right where I live, a few miles away. But it's close. And I was supposed to go there Saturday, but I got sick. So if I'm fine tomorrow, I'm going to go there tomorrow, even though they're open 24 hours. I'm going to go there during the day, and I'm going to ask them, any drone sightings? Anybody dropping any drugs? That's a great story for me to investigate. I want to know if here in Florida, in Brooksville, at the juvenile detention center, they have drones flying over, dropping drugs in the yard. Stupid. But I like it. I think it's a great idea. I would love to drop drugs in the yard for inmates. Those poor guys. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what all the drones are doing now. Going over the military installations, dropping drugs on the nuclear bombs. Yeah, that's it. Did you know a little bit of cocaine can take out a whole silo? No. And fentanyl, forget about it. It could take out the whole military station. Really? No.
Something that Congress has to take up. And this would be, a good opportunity for Congress to hold hearings and look at this from a security point of view. Now, what's going on, in Western Ohio with those drones? I don't know any more than you do. I hear the same things. I talk to the sheriff, and I've talked to, some of the producers who are here who have talked about, all the drone sightings.
Dorks. Just dorks. They treat us like assholes. Like we know nothing, are nothing. All right, Red Pill Drifter on X. The HARP Death Grid system has been ramping up, blasting pulses across the U.S. And this is from March 14th. Gwen towers located across the grid shoot massive bursts of energy into the atmosphere in conjunction with HARP. That's what they're saying. However, there's no evidence of this. Now, a big, huge storm has been sweeping across the United States the last few days. And all this is, it's the radar tracking the storm and activated. I don't think this is anything nefarious. I don't think this is anything that has to do with anything but the weather. But it is weird. That's about it. Doesn't mean it's really happening. Hold on. I don't know. Take a look at what they're trying to say. Showed part of this yesterday. It's a new video. There's that big storm that's coming in the west. Well, this is a few days ago. That storm's already here. You see all that? That big, that array right here? So what? That doesn't mean they're activating the sky full of energy. Although it could. But you see, what they need to do to prove that this is really happening, they need to actually show us the difference. Show us actual activation from HARP and from anything else. Show us it, how it's being turned on. Nobody has evidence of anything. This is just the radar images capturing electricity flying through the air, some sort. That's all it is. I don't think this is nefarious, weather-changing anomalies that are disrupting or changing the intensity of the storms. There's no proof of it. And so what? All these radar towers, who cares? That's what they're supposed to do. I'm sorry, if you're going to tell me that the lightning bolts coming in here are nefarious, you need to prove it. I'm tired of people just saying shit. Nobody proves anything when it comes to this. That was the 14th. Of course there's going to be radar bursts towards the storm. That's where they're aiming the radar. God. Hey, Jeanette. Yeah, the big dots, those. Yeah, in the center is the radar tower. You've seen them. They look like golf balls. And this is just the activity of it scanning, just like you would see radar for airplanes. You've all seen that. The thing goes around, right? That's all this is. It's just the sweeping circular diameter of the area that it watches over. That's it. It is interesting. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I've seen this my whole life. It's nothing new. Why is this now just being a thing?
They started at 9:11 at night, until 9:11 in the morning. You see the pulse going from the east to the west coast. All right, boom. You see that?
Yeah, because when the sun goes down, the shadow and everything lights up. Everything goes with the sun. That's why you can see it sweeping across. I mean, come on.
Coast. All right, boom. You see that? Those are NEXRAD stations. Each of those towers are 750 kilowatts, pumping out between 2.7 to 2.9 gigahertz in the microwave range. This is roughly the same frequency as your microwave oven. And it has the same cause and effect relationship. This was 12 hours long that they held this pulse.
Yeah, you know why? Because that's how long the nighttime is. The sun sets at 7:20-ish and rises about 7:20-ish, 30-ish. Yeah, 12 hours. Way to go, genius.
While we slept.
That is so stupid. I can't. I just can't. I can't. Get me out of there. I can't. I'm supposed to show you the rest of that. I just can't. It's embarrassing. I didn't even watch it. How did I know it was night? How did I know? All right, let's this one. They're interdimensional now. Yeah. That's right. They're interdimensional. They would have to be. They're not dimensional. If they were dimensional, we'd see them. But they're interdimensional. Yeah. They're not coming from far away, says Mania UFO on X. They're coming from below your house. Say what? Yeah. Oh, that. Oh, no. An expert said that. Let's see who this expert is, shall we? Here he is. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I don't know.
More human.
More human.
With reptilian
human.
skin. But humanoid. They're hybrids.
Oh.
They mixed it in a lab.
Oh.
Come on now.
Hey, they're hybrids. And they've mixed it in a lab with humans. And then he says, come on now. And everybody goes, yeah, what the hell? Come on now. Listen to how these people back him up by saying, come on now. Who is he, Biden?
They mixed it in a lab.
Watch this guy.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Go on, preach it.
Okay, so it's not from another planet.
No.
And they don't even look like you think they look. So who's in charge of that?
Uh-oh.
So this is the things that I've never talked about before. I probably never will again, but thank you for coming. But this is the thing that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the book of Revelation. These things are going to come out of the earth. They didn't come on spaceships.
Did you hear that, lady? Mm-hmm. Say it. Listen.
These things are going to come out of the earth. They didn't come on spaceships.
Mm-hmm. Preach it, Kevin Zadai. Look at him soaking up the quiet time like it's a powerful statement. They don't come from outer space, eh? No, they come from below your toilet bowl. You could be sitting there taking a dump, and I'm telling you, an alien devil come up your a-hole and scare you. Now, that's how they do their anal examinations while you're on the toilet.
These are interdimensional beings. And those who have enough sodium pentothal in their system, when I ask them, will tell me.
I'm sorry. I mean, am I not live right now?
I'm sorry. All right, didn't think. My fault. I'll talk to you later.
That's the problem. You shouldn't think. You do as I tell you to do.
I mean, if you gave me good direction, I might.
You son of a bitch.
Come on, she's a nice woman in her 70s, all right? Give her a little credit.
All right, I said. All right, I'll see you when I'm done. 20, 15, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Call me when you're ready.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, bye-bye. Dark Hour, Paranormal.
Truth, no matter what agency they work for. They will tell me the truth, and that is they're interdimensional. They're not coming from far away.
They're coming from your age.
They're coming from below your house.
Oh! You mean...
And they're waiting for a certain time to come up on the earth.
No, they're not.
And God's not letting them be exposed yet.
Hey. I don't know what side you believe. I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know if you believe in the universe as a being. But let me tell you this. That guy's full of shh. Don't say it. Yeah, I just can't handle it anymore. I just don't know why they think. And then nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. Listen to this. Interviewed by George Knapp, the former owner of Skinwalker Ranch and the owner of Bigelow Aerospace, talks about the frustrations of interaction at the ranch and different ways that the phenomenon would reveal itself. Oh, so they got proof at Skinwalker Ranch? I mean, this might be a few years old, this thing. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this guy. This is Robert Bigelow. Yeah, from Bigelow Aerospace.
I don't know how to say that because it sounds stupid.
Yeah, because it is.
But I've said a lot of stupid things, so I don't
Yes,
mind.
you have.
You know, I got a little tired or bored because I wasn't making any progress of understanding the who. And all I could do, I could keep on asking for orbs and taking pictures and wherever I happen to be, not just at the ranch or other things. And a lot of people do that kind of thing, but also asking things to manifest on photos and making those requests. And I would be in Las Vegas and they'd be at the ranch and we'd be doing that back and forth and thing. But you begin to say, okay, we don't know, as I said, with whom we were communicating, and this could go on and on and on. Now, I've had to learn to acquire some patience, you know. I'm not a super patient guy, but I'm trying to do my best and work on that, and I'm better than I was. But I probably needed to have a lot more patience than what I did have. And
what is he talking about?
And I probably got off on some other track, you know, distracted by something else, and just decided, well, you know, we were repeating a lot of things that was going on, and we weren't having craft manifest on the ranch. That was the full-blown broad daylight kind of thing that happened with Terry. Now, we had things happen.
Of course, because what happened with Terry did not happen on video. You're trying to get UFO evidence or alien evidence on video. They can feel, they can sense. Are you ready? They know there's a different frequency aimed in their direction. So what do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to show themselves while that frequency is going out? No. They're going to invest the frequency, find out it's a camera, and stay off camera. Now, that might be what aliens are doing, and they should have that ability to sense that kind of frequency because it's so hard to get them on camera. And if they are here and they are among us and they're walking around acting like us, why do we think we're going to get them on video? Especially if they look like us and we can't tell the difference, because that's what they're saying now. They can walk amongst us and we wouldn't even know. You can get right up to them. Yeah, maybe if you spent some time with them and maybe closer than close, you might be able to tell something's a little askew, but you can't tell. And they walk around and we don't know, and they act just like us. Now, if you are looking for an alien species that kind of looks like us, you're going to have a hard time. finding them. I'm out there almost, 3 days a week recording the public, and I look at every video with the fine-tooth comb, and I have yet to find anybody who looks like they're wearing an alien, pardon me. I find it very hard to find an alien wearing a human costume. That's what we've got to find. Can you imagine going to the news with the story? What are you doing? Oh, I'm looking for aliens. What? That's right. They walk amongst us. They hybridized themselves. Hybridization. They've taken their overall look, hybridized our look with theirs, and now you got the aliens walking amongst us. Who are they? I don't know, but I'm going to be looking for them tomorrow at the Juvenile Detention Center because I want to see if those drones are throwing over crack cocaine into the recreation center. All right, that's it for tonight. We're getting out of here. Hey, that was a good one, even though, could do a little better on the support, but, I know you guys, you care, you're here. Don't forget to, hey, if you can't subscribe or support monetarily, at least give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That I appreciate, and that'll help get the video out to more people. We'll be back tomorrow. Members, there will be something special. Don't know when, but I'm not going to make any promises anymore. I'm just going to do. So when you see something, you'll know. And hopefully I can keep up the good work. Thank you for supporting GUFON. Don't forget to check out Rich Saves America. That's our second channel. Trying to save the Constitution one video at a time. And I appreciate everybody who's signed up over there too. It's Truthology for UFOlogy. That's what we do here, and that's what we do for you. Damn. All right. All right. Hey, if you ain't looking up, you're just not looking out for UFOlogy. Alien bless.
There's look at this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it stop one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new evidence that something may be proof for not alone in the universe. UFO, in the form of a bright light, is descending over the dome of Jerusalem.
It looks nice.
91 to 92 with the single big headlight.
No way.
Yeah, all the rest
Yeah.
with big headlights.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
How many miles?
On that motor, we've got about 40,000 miles, but we've got 180,000 miles on the car. But it's got a new paint, new tires, new top. New
Yeah, I mean, I
interior.
can see that thing coming.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I've also got a 59 Cadillac.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Good
It's
for
rad.
you, man. And thank you for your service, sir.
That's what men did.
Pardon?
I say that's what men did in my time.
Yeah, I know. I wish I did.
Except for the president, this president, and he's a draft dodger.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
Lifetime
remember
draft
now.
dodger.
Yeah, I remember that.
Also, I have a granddaughter in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
And she's got a 2-year-old baby at home. She went to the hospital she was pregnant.
Yeah.
She had a miscarriage. She died in the waiting room. They wouldn't wait on her.
Why?
They wouldn't wait on her because of Trump. It's
because
a
of the
miscarriage. It's not an abortion.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And a
man.
10-year-old girl in Ohio got pregnant by her uncle, and they tried to sue the people that took her to Indiana.
Oh, I heard about that. That's so
10 years
stupid.
old.
Yeah,
And a
that's
10-year-old granddaughter.
Yeah, it's messed up.
10-year-olds can't have babies.
No, it's messed up. Well,
And now we got Elon Musk running the country.
it's
He's
yeah.
the new first lady.
Oh, I'm doing a story on the post office. You know, things don't get fixed, and they don't. Patrol. Hey, how are you?
Good.
Not here for me, are you?
What's that, sir?
Did you get a call for me?
I'm just going inside and make contact with
Oh, okay, okay. Can't believe they called the police for standing out here recording in public. Unbelievable. Citrus County, okay. 6693. Let's see what he has to say when it comes out. Can't really see anything. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just talking to him. What's the good word?
So, the reason I got called here,
Yeah.
apparently a customer called saying that you were filming them.
Yeah.
People coming in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exactly what you see me doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a problem with it.
I know, I hope not.
So, unless they feel threatened, that's the only time where we'll have a problem.
For sure, of course.
But,
yeah.
But nobody said that. Nobody said that they're being threatened or anything like that. They don't have a problem with you being here. The employees didn't call. The manager didn't call. Nobody called here.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone called, and then they're obviously not here anymore.
Okay. I don't know who it could have been, but
so I
I
just
haven't
wanted to
even
make
spoken to just one person. Yeah, that was it.
You haven't committed any crimes, so
Thank
I have
goodness.
To, if someone calls, I have to respond. So
I know.
That's where we're at right now.
Hey, can I get your name and badge number then?
Yep, Tyler Wasilic, 1793.
Wasilic, cool name.
Okay.
Yep. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
Checking it
Do you
out.
have any questions while I'm here?
Do you guys get a lot of this? No. I've never been
I
here.
know you're just exercising your free speech and
Pretty much.
freedom and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. They're there for a reason. That's why you have the freedoms. But
So,
no,
so the person who called is gone now.
I don't know. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think, who could it have been? But I didn't even get any really dirty looks or anything.
Honestly, I didn't even look at the name before I got out of my car. I get called somewhere, I have to respond. I would assume that it was the employees in there, but I went in there and I saw them and none of them called.
Actually, they were nice. I haven't even been in that area. I stayed completely out of there, just in the lobby here, and that's it, and outside.
Yeah.
And actually, I was just getting ready to leave. I'm kind of bored, so. Well.
But yeah, as long as you don't harass anybody, no crimes are committed.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a good rest.
All right, you too, man. Be safe.